Yep, sorry about that. We had to pay the bill. Homie, we fix the camera because the camera boy is sick and everything and all that mess. So bam, we back up in here. Just give it a few more minutes. And we're going to add up everybody back up in here. And then we're going to do the damn thing again. Yeah. Oh, let me get this. That beat is stupid though. I mean, that's like good. You know what I'm saying? They do what they were doing when they did it. I can only go one way. Just one way. That's it. Oh man. We want to appreciate y'all for being patient with us. We apologize for the technical difficulties. My man Florence. Florence.
That's my cousin Florence.
Florence. Dumping her tremendously wet and tremendously big, moisture around. There you go. Like I said, you had my man back.
Yeah, I put him in there, but I want to turn it just a little bit. Got that old school. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Alright, so I guess we don't necessarily have to bring in my man for the live, but we're going to go ahead and finish the couple of topics that we were discussing. So, you know, we were talking about the State of the Culture show with Joe Budden and stuff like that, but I think that was pretty much all I had to say about it. It's a good show, and I think they have a good premise, but they just got to get a little better organized because they kind of just talked over each other a lot, and they never really came to, they never really got to really conclude their statements, because every time somebody would get long-winded and somebody would have to say, okay, let's just stop and go on to the next topic, you know what I mean? So, but it's a good show because hip-hop needs that. You know, that's why we do what we do, because we want the Triad to see what, you know, real hip-hop culture is about and have that discussion. You know what I mean? Because not a lot of people in this area is having that real discussion about hip-hop. So we want to keep y'all up to date about anything that's going on in hip-hop, not just, you know, the new songs, but anything that's going on in the culture. So, what you want to cover next?
Well, I guess we could, you know, we were talking about touching at the Eminem kill shot. Okay. You were basically saying that, you know, some people liked it, some people didn't. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I have to admit, I listened to it a bunch more. I downloaded it on my phone so I could really hear it and hear it and hear it. I grew to like it more than when I first heard it. Now, when I first heard it, I was like, this is dope, but I feel like he should have came harder for mainly because of this. When MGK released his little song, I think that if Eminem was going to release this kill shot, he should have done it right there. Because to me, the fact that he waited so long felt like he was going to come out with something that was going to put the nail in the coffin a little bit more, you know, that was going to kind of Thanos, if you will, you know, MGK. And now a lot of people are saying that he did take MGK out with this. Now, I agree. Eminem is a better rapper, and he did better than MGK. But I do think he could have came harder, because when I go back and I listen to stuff that he did for people who were way less than, you know, when he dissed Iggy Azalea, if you go back and listen to the song Las Vegas, It's called Las Vegas, where he did his Iggy Azalea. He went harder on that, on her, to me, than he did on this. And even when he dissed Mariah Carey, the little freestyle he did called Warning Shot, for her, to me, it was like he went harder on that. So it's like, I don't know if this is a strategy and maybe he is doing it on purpose, or if he just did it out of frustration because the fans were like, we just need a response.
Eminem was doing,
you know
like
what I mean?
Eminem doing like a Pusha T, yo.
Right.
Like he gonna do this, and then like MGK go through all he got into, and then he gonna come back with like the, you know, like the what's that freestyle that Pusha T did?
Adidon.
Yeah, the story MGK.
So, you know, I mean, but that's my feeling. I think I do like the song more the more I listen to it, because I started breaking down the bars, and so I really do like everything he said, and I think it was dope. But I just feel like he could have came a little harder. That's all. That's my opinion.
I'm pretty much with you. I mean, shit, I was thinking more so like a nail in the coffin type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's probably my favorite diss from him. And it's that one, and probably the Everlast one, the I Remember song. Well, at least that's what they call it back on the internet. I don't know. But when he did Everlast, that was the shit. But yeah, I really thought he would come a little bit harder. But in the same breath too, I think he probably, the way he did it, I think he probably did it very, very simplistic, because he's like, well, one, I'm showing you how easy this is. I think that's probably the attitude that he took with it. I mean, and the thing I liked about it, now one thing I will say, MGK's diss, to me, as far as like melodic and as far as the beat structure go, it was a little bit more catchy as far as like the beats and how they had everything structured. Like they, you know, whoever team that was behind him, they did that right. But I think Eminem, one thing I like, again, he addressed everything that Rap Devil was. He addressed everything on the song, and like it's like he took it up, and then he like just kind of like dissected it.
Right.
And there was like another part. Oh, so you talking about like the intro was fucking cool. That was genius.
Yeah,
that
was
you know, you yelling at the mic, your beard's weird. That shit was hilarious.
That was dope.
That shit was hilarious. And then he started breaking that. I mean, like I said, it's like it was like a shelf, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He like coming through like, and he's like, he broke it, and then it's like,
he brought out the Ginsu, like,
oh, I need some reading material. Dictionary.
Yeah, but you know my favorite line in the story, in the joint, was when he went, Stan, son, Dad, what he said? Dad's not mad, but
how can you have a gun when you weren't a man?
Man, but that was kind of funny. That was funny to me. That was like, you know, it wasn't like, you know, he was just trying to flow, but it was just dope how he dissected that and came out with that. So I like that. That's the one that really gets a reaction out of me every time I hear it. Now the thing, I think he was a little overboard when he said what he said about Diddy, because to me that's a delicate subject, so I don't think you want to really throw stuff like that out.
Especially around the day, like, cause I really like the day after, like,
right.
Pac died.
The day after Pac died, yeah, so.
And Nas' birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nas. I'm gonna
give
it up for Nas. Happy belated birthday, because it was yesterday.
Birthday, yep, to Nas. And also, Big Daddy Kane, I believe, just had a birthday, too.
Yeah, give it up.
So happy birthday to him as
King
well.
Asiatic, no one's equal. Yo,
yeah,
Kane's my dude, yo.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, because Eminem said it at the beginning of the song that this was it. He was going to respond one time. So that's why I feel like he just did it out of frustration. Like, I was going to let it go. But since y'all keep, you know, hawking me about this, I'm going to go ahead and just throw something out there and squash it real quick. Now, you know, I do think that, like I said, he rapped better than him, but I don't know. I just think that I think M's decision making on this was a little bit off. Because, like I said, if you were going to do this, it should have been right after MGK released his joint, just to get it over with. and let it go. You know, I think I kind of, and Machine Gun Kelly, he did say something about that on his social media.
Yeah, talking about it was a leg shot. It's not a kill shot, but a leg shot.
Leg shot, and talking about you waited 2 weeks and 3 interviews. And so, yeah, I kind of feel that. You know what I mean? So, but I think that M was trying to get his stuff out first for the album. I think he wanted to let it go with the interview with Sway. I think he wanted to kind of put it all on the table that way, and then I think he just wanted to promote his album. So that's why he was putting out the videos for like the Fall video and the Joyner Lucas video. I think he was more focused on that. And I think he felt like maybe if I put something out against MGK, it's going to overshadow the album. So maybe that's why, I'm not sure, but I kind of get that vibe. Like he was just focused on that. And so, like I said, I think he just did it out of frustration. Like, all right, y'all keep asking. Let me go ahead and just throw this out. And, you know, it was fire. You know, I give him that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it definitely, the song definitely did the job. I will give him that. I don't think, again, like I said, I don't think he came as hard. But the song did the job. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
And speaking of the interview, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the interview for the most part with him and Sway. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I feel like they should have put the whole thing out at once. I don't think they needed to really break it up because it's all one interview. You know what I mean? They just broke it up into segments. So, you know, and then I did like the interview. I could tell that M doesn't do too many interviews, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like he just couldn't get his words together, but he still got everything out there. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I like everything that was being said, and Sway's always a good interviewer. He asked the right questions that people want to hear. So, you know, he talked about, you know, MGK. You know, he talked about Joe Budden's. Buttons. It's not S on there. It's just Joe Budden. He talked about everything. You know what I mean? Everything that the album covered. So I felt like they did cover the topics, and I felt like he should have just threw that whole interview out in one thing. That way we didn't have to stretch it out, and you know it would have been better for me. You know what I mean? I don't mind sitting down watching like 30, 45 minutes interview. That don't bother me at all.
Yeah, but I think too, the way they broke it up was kind of smart because, you know, people got, you know, people's fucking attention span.
That's true.
So, I mean, that was smart on their part.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you listened to Crooked Eyes retrospect on it?
Yeah.
I was enjoying that too. Yeah. I feel that Crook, he kind of like just had the, you know, he's outside looking in. Well, he's on the inside, but he's also like kind of giving us, like for us looking, you know.
Yeah, he can see both perspectives. He can see it from our point of view and from the inside point of view. So
yeah, so I'm really enjoying that perspective and what he's doing. Man, Crook, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. I really appreciate that, and you know, he had a lot of valid, solid points. You know, he's talking about, you know, particularly like the Joe Budden and the Lord Jamar situation with him addressing him and say, okay, y'all saying that, you know, you don't want the lyrical and stuff anymore. Y'all saying to him, he's saying you guys are kind of aligning yourself like what the corporate, you know, the so-called culture vultures are doing. Y'all kind of have like the same view, and you know, y'all align yourself. Not necessarily that they have the same view, but they're aligning themselves with that view. Yeah. You know, with the lyric, you know, with, you know, okay, you gotta have, there's more substance over lyrical bars.
Right.
But I think you gotta have, to me, just me personally, I think you gotta have both.
You do. I agree.
It ain't just like, it ain't just the wordplay and stuff. And I think that's what, particularly Jamar was talking about, you know, so.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, it's one of those things, man. I guess it just depends on your perspective. But I like the fact that Crooked Eyes is weighing in on everything and giving us his point of view, and he's being honest about, you know, what Joe Budden might be going wrong, and you know, he's talking about everything. You know, he's telling us about M's perspective and all of that. So You know, we need that because you can't just have somebody like Joe Budden saying, well, this is everything went wrong and this and that was wrong and that was wrong. We need the other side of the story as well. Mm-hmm. So he was kind of letting you know, you can't really say that this man wasn't doing anything for us.
And I mean, that's what M was kind of alluding to. He was like, hey, man, it's like, you talking about what money and, you talking about you didn't get paid. Like, what money? Like, Slaughterhouse didn't do numbers. Right. And it's like, he wanted, he wanted him to, like, he wanted Slaughterhouse to do numbers. He wanted to. Because, and that's what Crook was saying, like, if he didn't want that group to do nothing, why would he spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for it to not do anything? Yeah. Like, he's like, we're just going to get these group together and just
sit on it. Yeah. The man was putting his own money in there, investing in y'all, and just because it didn't go where you wanted it to go don't mean that he didn't do anything. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things because people maybe like Joe Budden, because he don't see certain things, he don't think they happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I'm sure M was putting some time and effort into them because he wants to be successful too. He wants y'all to be successful because just like he said in the Sway interview, he was like, yo, they are lyrically one of the best super groups out there.
Oh yeah, that high caliber talent.
Yeah.
And even with him saying like, even the Joe shit, like I can, all that aside, this was a good group.
Right.
And like
honestly, I have to admit, in my opinion, Joe was the weakest one.
Yeah.
He was the weakest one.
Oh, of course.
But he, according to him on his podcast, though, he felt like he was just like the best. Like, dude, come on, man.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. When you have white people who fucking casually listen to hip hop saying that you the weakest, It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It ain't no hate or nothing. And really, that's not really a bad diss to you. That's really a compliment to the group. Because if you're the weakest one, there ain't no way that everybody else is going to fuck with the other ones.
Right.
When it comes to a battle.
Right.
Joe, Joe's got bars. He's not
he got bars.
But the only thing I will say this, that's what Eminem alluded to. I said, you think my shit sucks.
Right.
If you listen to your shit.
Right. Every time when he was on the cypher, I was just sitting there like this when he was rapping. I was like, yeah. All right. So I don't know, man. He just kind of bores me. He got bars, but his delivery is whack to me.
He sound like this. He sound like he drank. Yeah, like he grinding again. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I can't mess with you on that, Joe. Other than that, I support you because you came from an era where real rap was still prominent, but you just ain't doing it yourself. You know what I mean? And if you really think you that good, put out some music while you retire.
Get in the booth!
Right.
Get in the booth, son!
You can't say you that good and you better than Eminem. People, there's rappers that's 10 times better than you who still will not say that they better than Eminem. Right. And you got the nerve to say that? Dude, come on, man. Let it go. And if you are that good, do something. Yeah.
You need to get back on the descriptions, man. I think one of them voices of that bipolar joint was like, yeah, you can beat this nigga, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck Eminem, son. You can beat this nigga.
You can do it.
You can do this, man.
He's like, yeah, you're right. I am the best. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. That's the same voice that told him to talk junk about Method Man. And then got him punched in his face. Got him punched in his face. You know what I mean?
You can't mess with meth hungry all the time.
Right.
Man. Can't fuck with nobody that's hungry, bro.
Yeah, man. I remember I saw that video when he went live after he got punched in the face. He was on camera just talking with his eyes all swole. Yeah, so as you can see, someone hit me in the face for just saying my opinion. Dude. You don't just open up your mouth and say certain things. Even if you feel like you're better than Matt, that's pillow talk, man. You say that in the quiet and comfort of your own home. but you don't just go out and put that out there. You know what I mean? So that's where you messed up, man.
And again, you know what I'm saying? Damn, man, we made this about Method Man, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, like I said, I'll say this, man, like when they did the Sonic and Continues last year, Method Man improved.
Yeah, man.
I mean, for him to be an MC going, you know, you could tell that man is really crafted his bars. And then on top of that, he got like a Drop the Mic show.
Yeah.
And he got that other, I mean,
Meth's on it. And even when Joe Budden said he was whack, I mean, he still wasn't whack. But you know, you can tell he sharpened his sword a little bit more. So right. So we definitely appreciate you, Meth. But you know, as far as the Sway interview, man, I mean, I really did like it. You know what I mean? And I posted the part 4 last night.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. We were so wrapped up in the disc.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, damn, ain't there a part 4 to the interview?
Right.
It was like,
and I think that's why I said I wonder if M just didn't want this to happen. I think that's why he was trying to avoid the disc, because he was like, it's gonna overshadow other stuff. You know what I mean? So I really think that's why I said, I feel, in my personal feeling, I wish he would have put the whole interview out, but like you said, I hadn't thought about that, because the average attention span nowadays is very short. Good. So most people can't look at videos that long like us. You know what I mean? We can sit down and do it, but a lot of these younger people and people who just, you know, don't want to do it, you know, I can't mess with you on that, man.
Now, granted, I couldn't do because there's some videos on YouTube that be like 3-4 hours. I can't do. I mean, it depends. I mean, I would have to be like, okay, I'm really not. I ain't gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta shit. I ain't gotta eat. I'll sit here in them 3 hours. But like an hour or so, like, you know, that's probably good. Like an hour, 30 minutes. Yeah. It's like a movie and a documentary. Right. I can sit there and be like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. And I can listen to, you know, these people's perspectives on stuff. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. I get it. Yeah. You know, I can get it, or I don't agree with that. But, you know. Yeah. I could look at it like that way.
But yeah, that is hard if the video's like 3-4 hours. You know, that's hard for anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because we all have things we got to do. So 9 times out of 10, you don't really just have 3 straight hours or 4 straight hours just to not do nothing. You know what I mean? You got to eat. You got to go to work. You might have to go to the grocery store. You know what I mean? You got to go to the bathroom. You know, and after a while, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm sleepy now.
Yeah.
But, you know, like... Yeah. Anything, an hour maybe, I can take that. Hour and a half, I can take that. You know what I mean? And no problem.
But going back to the interview, all in all, I thought it was, for the most part, I thought it was pretty good, especially with the last part last night. Yeah. I really liked the fact, you know, him talking about the Grammys was actually pretty special. Like, you know, yeah, I got 3 of them, but it's just like, man, fuck this shit.
Right.
You know, the people that should have been, that got Grammys, and people that are actually like doing their thing, they should be getting them. But then, you know, there's like people that sold only like 2 albums.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they still get shit. You know. Yeah. So it's just, you know, I kind of see that too, man, because it does happen, man. Like, you know, you got people that came through, like, you know, like the 50s. And, you know, all them, you know, the 50s, the Jay-Z's and stuff, they've been making noise, and all of a sudden it'd be like, Beck! You know what I'm saying? Right. Which Beck is dope. I like Beck.
Beck is dope.
Beck is dope. But it's just like, it's like, man, no one ain't really heard or it ain't really made noise. Like nothing ain't really making noise like this hip-hop shit out here. I thought we just need to go back to, you know, like our own... You know, our own shit. Now, that's one thing I will say about, like, you know, with the whole interview with Rod Diggett and Godfrey on their podcast. We just need to go back to our own shit, you know, and it be, you know, instead of going by their metrics of, like, you know, Oscars, Emmys and stuff, we need to do our own shit.
Yeah.
And it just, you know,
when you had the source with the 5 mics and stuff like that, you know, that was, you know, that was a good thing where, you know, you felt like this was some of our own metrics, you know what I mean? It wasn't like Hollywood too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like it was our own thing, so, you know, and I kind of like stuff like that, man. We got to have our own system of doing things and not rely on whether we get an Oscar or a Grammy or an Emmy and all of that mess. You know what I mean? Because those shows, a lot of times, they really are biased. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they always like that, but you can tell there's some politics in there. You know what I mean? So,
and then on top of that, it's like, you know, it feels like that you have to sell out in order to get them shits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I can understand like Q-Tip's frustration. Right. You know, what was it? Yeah, last year, like, yeah, we gonna get on it, but then it's like, we ain't gonna give you shit neither. And their album, you know, some of the joints I've heard on it, because I ain't heard the whole album, but it was amazing. Yeah. And it was up to date. Like, they were talking about, you know, shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just, like I said, though, but we have to see what we gotta, you know, we gotta see what we gotta do. I think we have our own metrics, have our own shit. That way, you know, because it's like, in the words of Ice Cube, fuck Hollywood. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck all that shit.
So, you know, I agree, man. We're going to have to come up with our own system for Triad hip hop, you know. Like the 5 mic system or something like that.
The 5 thermals. 3 speakers.
5 hurricanes.
The 5 hurricanes. The Florence.
We're going to get that one to Florence.
Yeah, we're going to give them the Florence award.
But yeah, I thought the interview with Sway was really good. I don't know if there's any more to it. I'm assuming that's the end of it.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that seems to be the end of it. So it kind of threw me off because you can tell the interview was pre-taped. But when he first announced it, he kept saying live tonight, live. We're going to go live and all this. He kept saying the word live. So I'm thinking it's a live interview. So when 8 o'clock came, I was like, okay, where is this interview? I'm looking on all their social media, Sway social media, M social media, and finally they put it out there, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's already pre-recorded, and now you dissect it and all of this, okay. So that was the only thing that threw me off, but it was a good interview. If anybody out there who hasn't checked it out, check it out. Definitely check out the Joe Budden's show. Called State of the Culture.
And this podcast.
Yeah.
And check out Lord Jamal's podcast. Yeah. I mean,
most of them you can find on YouTube. A lot of people download them. I mean, they're not supposed to, but they still do. So, you know, see what you can find. You know what I mean?
Check out Drink Champs too, man. Watch Drink Champs.
Drink Champs is dope, man. That's Nori's podcast platform. He's had a lot of legends on there, man. He had Big Daddy Kane on there. So, a lot of people, man. I really like his. And he really, you know, lets them, he had EPMDs, he's letting them all just talk about all their backstories and all of that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if you don't have the channels that they come on TV, then just, you know, look for them on social media and stuff like that. And you'll find some. You may not find all the episodes, but you'll at least be able to get a feel for the shows and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's how you keep up to date on this hip hop culture.
Yeah.
So, a throwback beat right there.
2 years ago, a friend of mine came through says an MC rhyme. He wrote the rhyme and went this way, and other suckers coming through with what to say. That's like a hood boogie.
Exactly. That's still classic right there. See, that's the difference between our generation and the new school, because we can still look back at that song, which is like, what, 30 years old? God, and still give props to that song. Man. The new generation, they look back at the old stuff and say, oh, that's irrelevant, that's whack. You old, you out of here, you know, go somewhere and just die in a corner. And see, for us, we don't care. We don't care how old the music is. If it was good, we can still give it props. That's all that it is. You know what I mean? So you gotta give respect in order to get respect. You know what I mean? So a lot of these young cats who don't give no respect to the older cats, I can't give you no respect either.
I wish, you know what I wish though, man? I really wish that somebody, if they do this thing like, you know how back in the day, like the Grandmaster Flash and all that, like they talk about, right. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody would come back, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they just do it,
I say, yeah, I get on the mic. It's like, you know, They can moderize to be like, I do my thing, then I roll a man bun. Other sucker coming through with the gun. I say, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, the 3. It's like that. Then the place to be. I drink my curb and my lean in my cup. It's like that. I'm about to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They could be, you know what I'm saying? That would be hype.
That would be dope. That would be dope. If we just had somebody do a serious song like that.
Yo, and make it dope. Yo, I'm for real.
Yeah, not like just a parody video. You know what I mean? We really, if somebody did that for real, I would love that.
Oh, man. That would be great.
Yeah, man. But, I think that was pretty much all our topics for today, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. We were going to go about the 50 and the Busta Rhymes.
50 Cent. So, you know, if y'all haven't heard about that, 50 Cent kind of came at Busta Rhymes on social media. So he basically was like, the hip-hop award for the strongest neck goes to Busta Rhymes. And which, you know, was funny. It is kind of true because Busta got this muscly neck now, but it's one of those things, you know, you just don't disrespect a legend like that. I know you might feel like, oh, I'm joking, but to me, I think it was a little much. So Busta Bus came back and, you know, kind of put him in his place. I can't remember what he said, but he was like, you know, he addressed him.
Yeah.
I think it was it on Twitter or was it?
Yeah, because
I want to say it was Twitter.
Because I'm about to say, you don't want any of that in the booth.
Right. You don't want that in the booth.
I'll be like, I can't even do it.
Right. Because, you know,
gotta get it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, when he addressed, when Busta Bus addressed Ja Rule back in the day, he addressed him one time and he just put it down and was like, let it go.
Well, so that was the thing, though. Him, Busta, and because when they did the whole Ja Rule thing, you know what I'm saying, it was 50 M and Busta came through.
Right.
So it's like, damn, man, Busta Rhymes get on the track and then somebody like, damn, somebody done.
Yeah, Busta Bus don't normally come out the throne like that. So, you know, I kind of felt what he was doing because Ja Rule was wrong for throwing him in that. You know what I mean? They was battling. It was like Eminem and his people against Ja Rule and Benzino. And so for Ja Rule to just throw out that line about Busta Rhymes, it was just like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? You asked him for trouble, and so you got it. And Bus addressed it, and then he put it down one good time and was like, you ain't got to hear nothing else from me because I'm a boss like that. You know what I mean? So that's how Busta Rhymes is. So if he does something with 50, he'll probably do the same thing, just address it one time and put the nail in the coffin and let it go.
It's weird too, man. The Busta really, he can battle. He's got the ability, but he's more like he's really like a fun-loving type. And like you know, he's just all about having fun and you know spitting the bars. That's just how he is. You know what I'm saying? So
what up, Raphael?
What up?
We appreciate you checking us out.
Oh,
you're gonna have to go back and check out the first video. This is our second video, so go back and check out the first one. So you can see the stuff you missed. But we about to wrap this up anyway, but definitely go back and catch the replay on both of these.
Yep. Yeah, we had to break it up like Sway. We had a part 1, now we got a part 2.
How, Sway? How?
How? You ain't got the answers. You ain't got it.
But yeah, man.
Oh, another thing too, man, we want to touch on, man. Speaking of Scarface, I think, was he admitted to the hospital? Well,
I read, he was admitted to the hospital
for lung cancer. So y'all, everybody, keep him in your prayers, man.
Yeah.
That man is so important to hip hop.
Yeah. And I mean, at first I didn't think it was correct, but I started seeing more stories about it. And see, that's the thing. When you listen to the new school of hip hop and rap, they don't talk about stuff like this. You know what I mean? So, that's why we do this, because we want y'all to know about the stuff that, nobody else is talking about. That not enough people are talking about. So, all my thoughts are with Scarface, and hopefully things will get better for him. Because I'm sure it's tough out there, being sick like that.
And it kind of weird though. I kind of should have put 2 and 2 together because it looked like when he first came out, he was kind of heavy set. I mean, he wasn't big,
right?
But he was kind of like a heavy set guy.
He had some meat on him, yeah.
And for him to lose all that weight and stuff, I mean, I was like, dang, I should have put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. And Dominic, I'm pretty sure that's true. I found a few stories about it being reported from different sources, so. It's coming out to be legit now. It's just that not enough people are talking about it probably because he's an old school rapper and they think he's irrelevant, so people don't really care. But if you go back and do a search, you'll see that a bunch of people were at least 3 or 4 different sources were reporting on it. When we first saw it, it was only like that one, but now it's like 3 or 4 different people are reporting on it. So definitely go check that out.
Face Bob!
Yeah. So, my thoughts are definitely with him. I hope he can, come back. Even if he don't make no music, I just hope that, everything turns out okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But, that's real hip-hop right there.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean? One of my favorite joints from him is the joint he did for DJ Khaled with Nas, the hip-hop song. Man, him and Nas just buried it, man. It's like they just put hip hop into this dope perspective, like it was a chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely the new I used to love it type.
Right. I do it for hip hop. So that was dope. If y'all ain't never heard that, y'all need to go back and check that out. It's Scarface, Nas, and it was produced by DJ Khaled, and it's called I think it's called Hip Hop or I Do It for Hip Hop, one or the other.
But my joint was, man, Scarface, man, I have to say, like, the Untouchable album, when back in '97. Yeah. That intro.
Right.
Oh, and once again, I come to bust shit. The gates of bust shit. Oh, the motherfucker. Yo, he came in with that. I'm like, yo, man, because I was a kid, when I used to rewrite like his shit, because like he was. All these niggas want to test my skill. Right. I'ma hit them in a showtime. Kid, like, he just came in. I was like, yo, my face.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yo.
So, yeah, he's definitely one of the realest out there. A lot of times when some people say that he's more the real kind of king of the South, if you will. But he's more like, I don't really care about no title. You know what I mean? I just go out there and do my music, and I love hip-hop and blah, blah, blah. So he's not really interested in the titles or whatever, but if I had to pick a king of the South, I would say it was him.
Yeah,
I would say it was him. Lyrically, he's one of the dopest, and beside him would be somebody like Luda. And 3 Stacks. And T.I. is dope too, but it took him a while to grow on me. I didn't really care for T.I. when he came out. He seemed a little basic, but I give him a little more credit than I used to. You know what I mean? He's definitely got a good flow. He don't do a lot of whole metaphors and stuff like that, like lyrically, but he can flow and ride a beat, you know what I mean, the way you should as a rapper. He knows how to flow, and so I give him a lot of credit for that. But as far as, just lyrically, 3000, Luda, Scarface, and a couple others, I'm sure, but those are my first ones to mind. Oh, that's a dope beat. Who's that?
Oh, that's Mike Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like that back then. You did woman, now I'm hot, hoes all on me. Speaking of which.
Yeah.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, On My Block. Dominic said On My Block.
Oh, yeah, My Block. Oh, The Fix. Yeah. That album was a shit, especially with the Guess Who's Back.
Right.
Mac Measure.
M&J.
Yeah. Guess Who's Back.
Yeah. And the one he did with Tupac was dope, too.
Oh, Smile.
Smile, that was dope.
Well, I can remember the Dr. One with Dr. Dre and Too Short and Ice Cube. Lord, please, murder my enemies. Burn them at 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Lord, please, let me make more cheese.
I forgot all about that, man, when that dude, man.
They killed that shit.
When Scarface is finally gone, man, that's going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
For hip-hop in general, but just for the South, that's gonna tear them up, man. Because you see how hard New York took it when Biggie dropped. The whole Brooklyn was just out there just to see that man's funeral procession pass through. You know what I mean? So, and all of them was just out there just either celebrating or bawling with tears, man. So, that's going to be, when Scarface is gone, it's going to be like that. You know what I mean? So, but anyway.
Speaking of which, though, man, this is our 50th episode.
50,
so what we gonna do, like I said, man, we was gonna, I ain't gonna say, well.
How we might drop some bars.
I'm gonna drop some bars, man. I'm happy, I'm celebrating, I'm dry.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, listening and looking at us, thank you for this journey. Also, on top of that, you know, y'all be safe out here in this hurricane, man. And anyway, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, man. Bars. Son.
Bars. I ain't talking about no candy bars. Yo. Alright. And here we go, yo. We doing our 50th episode. We doing right. Better watch out. Yo, we spit on the fucking mic. It's like that. Yo, we chop them up. Better watch out on the microphone. Yo, we got it up. Doing things right. Doing it for real. You better watch out. The brother coming through with the skill. Coming through just like an eyesore. Don't buy in the media's race war. I said it right here, y'all. It's like that, yo, and the way it is, straight up, get on the sword, straight cancel kids like Sports Illustrated. Other suckers coming through with a nickel plated. Other suckers just get faded, just like the high top or like a low fade. I keep it in bomb, you know, I keep it cool in the shade. While you suckers drink your lemonade or Kool-Aid, whatever. And other suckers get buried in like treasure. It's like that when them other motherfuckers coming through thinking they got it, yo, I spit it and coming cool, keeping it real, it's like that, got the skill, yo, it's time to build. The other suckers coming through thinking they got it, you better watch out, they're coming through with the crazy topic. I'm straight spitting, literally I'm spitting, better watch out, the other suckers think they kicking, but yeah, I may not be the best, I'm definitely the one you like. Don't come through on the world pipe, it's like that, don't be smoking. I know how it is, man, I don't be joking. Curtis gonna get some bars.
Here we go. Pass the mic. I'ma keep it tight. MGK got buried last night. Dropped the gym. He dropped the gym like Mom Deep on him. Y'all don't want none of that. Triad Hip Hop Podcast. We coming back to attack. 50 episodes. Y'all know nothing about that. That's next level for your dome.
All right, what's with the beat up? Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, we gotta get, hold on. All right, this is gonna be, hold on. All right. We ain't geeking. We doing our thing. We get the speaker tweaking. It's like that. Yo, it's straight up whack. MC season. Yo, hunting them down. It's like that. On the microphone, you know how it is. I strike back and I strike black. So call me PE like Chuck D. Better watch out. We run just like the MC. It's like that on the suckers. That's the way it is. We straight up just cancel kids. Yo, you do the biz. You do the time. It's like that. We spit rhyme. Coming through hardcore. You know how it is. I get mine. Happy birthday to NAS Nas. You better watch out. Coming in charge. We beat the gods. G.O. Other suckers coming through with the flow. Better watch out, cause you know how we go with crazy. I lost y'all. Tripped up in the mind one time. I'm still coming back. It's like that, spitting facts. Other suckers coming through with the Betamax. Yo, what is that? And keeping it wet. Coming through with torrents. You know how it is, man. Can't survive in Florence. Forget that hurricane, I'm coming with the crazy pain. You know how it is, you know what I mean? On the microphone, going insane. All the suckers coming through thinking they got the pain. But I bring the pain, not no Naruto character. Better watch out, the straight sucker straight bury ya. Yo, I take care of ya with the shovel. Other suckers coming through thinking they got it. But on the microphone, coming through with the crazy optics. Yo, you wanna talk about it? Let's talk about it. MGK, man, you got slaughtered. But it's all good though, you still can come back. But nah, Eminem launched a full attack. He got hungry, straight up eating. Better watch out, the straight MC whack. Other suckers getting eaten, getting beaten, getting eaten. It's like that. Other suckers coming down, getting skeeted. Don't make no sense. Other suckers coming through, biting Mike Pence. Yo, cause it's tremendously wet. Just like the package I get. Facts. Yo,
Okay. One time for your brain. Okay. Like Hurricane Florence, we bring the pain.
That's right. We bring the water. bring the moisture and all this shit. Straight spitting.
Y'all got a few bars for me, but that's all y'all getting.
Oh,
y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for Hurricane Florence.
Hurricane Florence. Yeah, that's his rap name, yo. Hurricane Florence.
Exactly.
And I'm Tropical Depression Wilson.
Exactly. We're gonna call him Typhoon Wilson.
Typhoon Wilson. Typhoon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a dope ride, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that we were able to just keep going and make it to our 50th episode. You know, and we're gonna keep doing it. You know, we just to let y'all know, we might be taking the next couple of weeks off because we both got some things we got to do, mixing up with family and things like that. So y'all probably won't see us live, but we'll still be posting, you know, the latest current events on the page. So just keep your ear to the streets and keep your ear open for that. But yeah, probably like the next 2 weeks, y'all probably won't see us live.
Yeah, well, probably about 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3
so
weeks.
we're probably in hiatus to the not the first weekend in August. I mean, excuse me, October. But it probably like the next weekend after that in October. So, but yeah, we appreciate it, man. Like, it's been a good ride. We thank y'all for tuning in with us, and you know, we definitely love what we do. This ain't no facade. I mean, we really love hip hop, and you know, all those out there that's listening to us too, man. We appreciate the ride with us, and you know, we glad that you love hip hop with us.
Exactly, and thanks to my man, Mr. Spot, for coming through.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Spot, and I hope we have you on. And sorry about the disconnection. We blame that on Florence, Hurricane Florence.
Hurricane Florence. So yeah, man, thank y'all for checking us out, and for Triad Hip Hop Podcast. It's your man Kurt Dog,
and I'm Howie,
and we're gonna see y'all next time.
Peace.